So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. Watch out now. 50 feet. White. Hut.
Off the play fake, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go.
Young now from the 50. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know.
Let's go now.
And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Again, it's Young. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 28 yards. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your 1st drive, stop them on the 1st drive defensively.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Silver. Hey!
Hurts. He's got Smith here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
3-3.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Clock, 10. Ready? Go.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Young now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set, hut. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
17.
An audible here to get a new look.
Drill, 52.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Hey, 73.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Set. Ready. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Down. Drill green. 10 cycles. Hut.
Young will set to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It'll be Young again.
That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
on the double.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Ready. Hi.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play,
Here we go.
as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. And even with the loss on 1st down, they did a nice job holding on to the football. And they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
Ready.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
73.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Well set up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something